nobody can sack me from PDP. Wike insists he remains loyal to party. Why is this man contradicting himself? Well, his action obviously, conspicuously contradicts what he just said. Everything, what's his name? Wike has done everything against PDP except being loyal. That is the only thing. And this loyalty is talking about. I don't know, probably, Barrister, maybe we have a different definition of loyalty, what it means. Wike, he says he remains loyal. Has there loyalty, has it lost its original meaning? I don't get it. And besides, it's boasting. I don't get the Barrister. We've talked about this earlier. What is it? For God's sake, yes, money, and so what? Okay, he has contributed. I don't know. Why can't PDP summon a backbone, at least have a backbone to just call this man's bluff and send him out of the party? What is going on with PDP, for God's sake? Barrister, anyway, you've talked about this, the problem, the people managing the PDP at the helm of affairs are Wike's men. And so what? We have a National Executive Council meeting, a National Working Committee. Which one is the National Executive Council, right? Is the highest body. Body. So we have so many of them that comprises governors and even other PDP or whatever, including political appointees and here and there. There are so many of them. It's not possible that Wike is controlling other people. He can only because I think he's just controlling the people at the top echelon of the party. What is going on? Why is this man really playing ball? Actually playing ball with PDP as a party?
Yes, let's go back to the question of loyalty. To me, Wike wants to stand the meaning of loyalty on his head, because we know that everybody know what loyalty means. In terms of a political party, you first have to understand what is the party for. The party is set up to acquire or to get power. In this case, power in the states and power at the federal level. So when you are talking of loyalty to the party, it has to be relative to what the party is set up, the function and aims of the political party. That is to acquire power at the federal level. And on that note, he has serially conducted anti-party activities. He has come out repeatedly to claim his support for Tinubu that contested against the party. So where is the loyalty? The party is looking for power at the federal level and you sabotage them. And you are saying you are loyal. That is the height of disloyalty by whatever definition one can think of. Because that is the purpose for which the party is there. Everybody joining the party is trying to help the party acquire that power. Now, Wike's boasting is like, it's understood by everybody. He's bombastic in his speech, he's boastful, he's arrogant in every material particular. Now, everybody has asked the question, why is it impossible for PDP to deal with this guy when they know he is effectively, de facto, you can say the jury, which is in law, he is in PDP, but de facto, in practice, he is in APC because he is doing APC's bidding. He is having an APC government fighting against manipulating the PDP. So effectively, he is in APC. His membership, he has not said that he has left PDP. So by law or de jure, he is in PDP. But why the party has instruments to deal with people who conduct anti-party activities, which are, in this case, are proven There's even no need to even debate it, because he himself has said he has worked for Tinubu's emergence as president, and he continues to work for him. And he today is saying that he will lead Tinubu's campaign for 2027 in Rivers State. He said it. He said it that he is going to lead Tinubu's campaign for 2027 in Rivers State. These are clear-cut 100% evidence of anti-party activities. Why is the party unable to tell him that, oh, you are already in the APC, just carry, you are 99% in the APC, just carry your 1% that you still have in PDP and go. It's because he hijacked the PDP structures. He has put his key people. National secretary is his person. The national acting chairman is his person. Then you now see what is happening with PDP governors lining up to the camp to APC. The next structure, the main power in a party is always the governors. Today, the PDP governors are disorganized. They are lining up to join APC. So you can see why it is very difficult to take disciplinary action against Wike as a party. The people who control it at the national level are his people. The governors who have the power to change things are turning into the same party that Wike is working for. So you can understand why, for up to today, nobody has taken decisive action to expel him from the party. It's just that expulsion is just a formality, because for all practical purposes, he's already out.
He's already out.
For all practical purposes, he's already out of the party. Just stamp the formality and end this unfortunate saga. But who will do that? His people are there. He's cornering them into, and at the same time, claiming loyalty to PDP, claiming he will fight. He is not fighting PDP. He is only, I believe, it is at the instance of Tinubu that he should remain and find a way to completely destabilize that party and make sure the party is not in a position to effectively challenge him in 2027.
Honestly,
that is the gist. That is what you can conclude.
Honestly,
yes.
This again, I blame Atiku for all this. Honestly, Atiku is the worst politician Nigeria has ever had. He is the worst failed politician. That man is a failed politician. And it's a disgrace that it's a disgrace and shame on us that we are even still hearing his name. That he is still among the top players in the opposition, top players that are gearing up to oppose Tinubu in 2027. Honestly, it's a shame. At this juncture, we are supposed to be protesting against Atiku's name. Honestly, especially the North. We are supposed to go, Northerners are supposed to go on the street and protest against Atiku. Enough is enough. Why are we still hearing his name? For God's sake, he is the mess. He is the one who gave birth to this this monster, political monster called Wike. Look at what PDP has become. It's a shame on him. Honestly, any party that gives Atiku the flag bearer of its platform, that party is anyway. Of course, most of the parties that we hear, they are parties that are just non-entities anyway. So they want to kind of make money, use it to make money. They know, because they are not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. Anyone that feels, anybody that feels, or any party that feels Atiku is will definitely fail. Atiku got, I think, about this 6 point something million. I forgot 6 point something million naira. Million votes. I think sorry, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, about that. I am telling you, in 2027, he will not even get close to that, because Nigerians are fed up. The man is super. He does not have the pedigree, honestly, to lead an opposition. He's a failed opposition leader. He's a failed politician. The worst ever. I don't know. We do not have any history of someone who actually, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Do we have any history of a Nigerian politician who attained the level that Atiku attained and just fell from nowhere and just fell down to failure to where Atiku is today? Is there any record? Barrister, do you have anybody in mind?
Not to my mind.
So that's the point. The man is a disgrace to what the so-called democracy. It's a disgrace to Nigeria, Nigerians. Let him bury his head in shame. He's the author of Wike's radicalism and recklessness.
Like we have said, Atiku lost it long ago. And why he's still being mentioned is the fact that in the North today, there is no one to whom the people will rally. There's no rallying point. Nobody to serve as a rallying point.
There is a shame on them. Shame on the Northerners.
In the entire North, there's nobody that commands national rallying point. The kind that I always go back to 2015, that was able to remove a sitting government. Atiku lost the plot long ago, and I keep asking people, I sometimes wonder, is it lack of intelligence or what? Because Atiku had the financial wherewithal. Even if you don't have the intelligence yourself, if you have sufficient money, you should be able to get people who will think for you, brilliant people who will think for you. You have to understand the environment in which you are playing your politics. Atiku, like I have said repeatedly, could have been president back in 2007 when Yar'Adua became president. His fight, his arrogance, and his pride made him to lose that opportunity. Thereafter, the manner he conducted himself has been nothing short, has not been statesmanlike. You come to PDP only when you get a ticket. As soon as you don't get a ticket, you go to another party to look for ticket. So it's like you are only interested in contesting for presidency. That's the impression you create. You do not want to build. You don't want to build something. All you want is, if you don't give me ticket, I go to another party and take the ticket. When you lose there, you come back to PDP, become the dominant candidate. Now get the ticket, you lose. You know, this does not show clarity. It does not show much intelligence. Now, if I have the kind of money that Atiku has, even if I didn't go to school, even if I didn't have much intelligence, leadership is known by the kind of people you attract, the kind of people you bring. I will bring very smart people, very intelligent people to analyze situations for me, to enable me go forward. But the problem here is that these people don't look at that way. When they want to bring people to them, they bring their cronies.
The ones they control. They're the ones that worship them.
Their in-laws, if they marry from here, they will bring that one. You become your special advisor. If they have girlfriend here, they will bring. Those are the considerations that make them to bring people. And I have one instance which I always cite. At the point that they were going to wind up the Petroleum Trust Fund that Buhari served, if you remember.
Yes.
When Obasanjo came, he gave to Harun Adamu, a very prominent and respected northern elder. The man was too old. At that time, Obasanjo was jetting out of the country. The whole economy, internal affairs of Nigeria were in the hands of Atiku Abubakar. He was to bring somebody to pretend the winding down of the PTF. And he took somebody from Kaduna Fertilizer Company who was in the 4th position in leadership in that place, and who happened to be his in-law, to go and a position that had been held by General Buhari, had been held by Harun Adamu, was given to one unknown person who happened to be Atiku's in-law. That was the basis. These are the basis for his nomination. These are the basis for his appointments and the rest of that. So at the end of it, you don't get the quality advice that you need to get to prepare your political future. And that also tells you that in leadership, even if you were the president, he will not do well. Because first of all, you need to attract that quality personnel, intelligent, brilliant, and smart people that will, and listen to them when they give advice before your government can do well. He does not have the knack for that. Honestly, it is all a feudal setup, in-laws, uncles, relations, bring them together. That never works. And Atiku's political trajectory has shown it. It has not worked, and it will not work. Today, he is being mentioned because there's no other person in the North that the North can rally round.
It is so sad.
He's already crippled.
Yeah, honestly, it's so sad because it is one of the elements that actually gave him that position of the worst failed politician is just what you mentioned. He has that reckless traits and tendencies of irresponsibility. He's so politically irresponsible, unreliable. Just like he said, he always wants an already made platform. He's not ready to build. He's not ready to labor for the building of a platform. He just wants to come to the table, already made food, just come sit at the table when the food is already served. And he wants to cheer, he wants to be at the hem of the table. It doesn't work. Life doesn't go that way. Very selfish, self-serving, self-seeking, self-aggrandizing man. Honestly, that man is a disgrace to our system. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to anything called politics. Politics is, of course, a very dirty and irresponsible system. There's no doubt about that. But this Atiku's act of irresponsibility supersedes that impression that politics or politician exudes. Honestly, he's at the pinnacle of political recklessness, political irresponsibility. That is just the reality. It's so sad. Yet we are still hearing his name. It's only in Nigeria we experience such thing. May God help us.